Hello students, welcome to science class. Today we will continue with chapter 4, materials, matters and non-matters. In our previous video students, we have studied that when metals reacts with oxygen, they form metal oxides, and nature of metal oxides are basic in nature as they turns red litmus to blue litmus. So see here, when copper vessel, this copper is metal. You might have observed when this copper vessel, when it is exposed to moisture for so long, it acquires a dull green coating. And this green material, it is a mixture of copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. And the reaction is as follows. This is copper. When it reacts with moist air and for so long, it forms copper hydroxide and copper carbonate. Okay, that means that whenever metals they react with oxygen, they form metal oxides, and metal oxides are basic in nature. Now today we will study about the reaction of non-metals with oxygen. Reaction of non-metals with oxygen. So to understand this, let us perform one activity. In this activity students, what you have to take a small amount of powdered sulfur in a deflagrating spoon and heat it. This is deflagrating spoon. Okay, if this deflagrating spoon is not available, then you can make deflagrating spoon with the help of any metallic cap, and you have to wrap a wire around it. Okay, now when the sulfur is heated, then what you have to do, you have to, as soon as the sulfur starts burning, then introduce the spoon into the glass jar. See here, you have to introduce this deflagrating spoon into this glass jar when this sulfur it starts heating. Okay, now cover the tumbler with a lid. This is the lid. You have to cover this jar or tumbler with a lid, so that to ensure that the gas produced does not escape. Now remove the spoon after some time and add a small quantity of water into the tumbler, and quickly replace the lid and shake the tumbler well, and check the solution with red and blue litmus papers. Okay, then what you will observe, beta, you will observe that the product which is formed when sulfur react with oxygen is sulfur dioxide gas. Okay, when sulfur reacts with oxygen, it forms sulfur dioxide gas. And when this sulfur dioxide is dissolved in water, then what it forms? It forms sulfurous acid. It forms sulfurous acid, H2SO3. This is the sulfurous acid. Okay, when sulfur dioxide reacts with water, it forms sulfurous acid. The sulfurous acid, it turns blue litmus to red. We know that acid, they turns blue litmus to red. So by this we can conclude that the oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Okay, oxides of metals, they are basic in nature, and oxides of non-metals are acidic in nature. Okay, now we will move towards our next reaction with water. So let us see how metals and non-metals they react with water. Sodium metal is very reactive metal. This is very important paragraph students. Sodium metal is very reactive. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water. A lot of heat is generated in this reaction. That is why it is stored in kerosene. This question also comes that why sodium metal is stored in kerosene. So you can write it is stored in kerosene because it is very reactive metal. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water, and lot of heat is generated in this reaction. Now, see here students, you observe that the sodium reacts vigorously with water and some other metals they do not do so. For example, iron, when it reacts with water very slowly, and generally non-metals, they do not react with water. Though they may be very reactive with air, such non-metals are stored in water. For example, this phosphorus. Phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. It catches fire if it is exposed to air. So to prevent the catch of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. Okay, so what we have studied? We have studied that non-metals, they do not generally react with water. Rather, some non-metals which react with air vigorously, they are stored in water. Example, phosphorus, it is very reactive non-metal. It catches fire if exposed to air. So to prevent the contact of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. Thank you.